Are you crying at home, sis? Pick up the phone. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't talk right now. Okay, I'll just message you. You broke up with your fiancé, right? Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I feel you. I don't know why this happened. We had just set a date for the wedding. We were having so much fun talking about where we wanted to go on our honeymoon. Oh, he told me he found someone he liked. I can't believe he just told me that. I never thought this would happen. Hey, there's something I have to tell you. Don't be mad, okay? What is it? That someone is me. What? You are? The other day, your fiancé confessed his feelings for me. What? I felt bad for you, but he was so passionate about me, so I just said yes. I'm really sorry. Wait a minute. Did you say okay? Even though he's my fiancé? What kind of nerve do you have? Because when he confessed to me, you and him were already over. How can you marry a man who confesses to me? So it won't change whether I say yes or not, right? It does change. What about my feelings? Don't you think I would be hurt even more? Well, I feel sorry for you, but I already said okay. If you really felt bad, you would have said no when he reached out to you, wouldn't you? What you are doing is plundering. But he was the one who approached me, And I just said okay. You got to be kidding me. That's just a bunch of nonsense. I'm sorry. I'm just prettier than you. What? I've always been the one who people have loved, haven't I? Because you're so plain. If I compare you to me, I think I'm better than you. That's enough. Do you think you can justify it like that? But isn't that how it's always been? The people you like, sis, they always end up liking me. But I didn't think that even your soon-to-be fiancé would fall for me. You planned for that to happen, didn't you? You charmed him and seduced him. That's how you stole my fiancé. Well, it's about to go wrong at this point. It means the love between you and your fiancé wasn't true love. It's probably a good thing you found out about it before you got married. How can it be good? You're always like that, aren't you? You take from me everything important to me. What the hell do you think you're doing? I'm not doing it on purpose. It just happens all around me. It's called force majeure. How can you say that? I know you feel like you have to take something that belongs to me. You can't let me be happy. You are so greedy. Calm down, sis. Being mad at me won't bring him back. You better change your mind and move on. Are you going to marry him? Well, he even proposed to me, but I'm not sure what to do. I'd feel sorry for you if I get married with your ex, wouldn't I? No, I don't mind. If you want to, why don't you get married? Really? I wouldn't congratulate you. I won't even attend the wedding. But if you want to get married, be my guest. It's not my problem anymore. Oh, you're not coming to the wedding? I will feel sad. You just want to show off. How can I congratulate you on that? I'm sure I'll never forgive you for it. Do you hate me? Even though we're the only sisters in the world? Ever since I was a child, you have taken so many things from me. So I don't want to be messed around from now on. I no longer care about you. I will not contact you, and I don't want to see you anymore. That's terrible. Don't be so cold. I really want to abuse you like a bitch. I'm trying to be nice to you. Don't get involved with me anymore. I'm sorry I left everything to you, including Mom's funeral and the government procedures. I'm glad you're back, sis. I see you unblocked my WhatsApp too. I guess that means we've made up by now, right? It's only temporary. If we don't keep in touch, the funeral and other procedures won't go smoothly. Let's make up. I mean, you really left everything to me, didn't you? Mom has always been more loving to you than me. But you didn't take care of her after she passed away. You're an ungrateful child. I don't know anything complicated. Since you're tax accountant, you're good at that sort of thing. So why not? I'm glad you're strong in paperwork and stuff like that. You don't have to be a tax accountant to do it. You just don't want to do it. You're so selfish. But you're the ungrateful one, aren't you, sis? I heard you lost in touch, not only with me, but also with Mom. Mom was on your side. So, Mom told me a year after my engagement was called off to forgive you. That's when I realized she was always on your side. She doesn't care how much I have been hurt, so I decided to keep my distance. But that was 5 years ago. Can't you just forgive me now? I told you I would never forgive you. I can't believe that the perpetrator is asking the victim to forgive. This, you really hate me. I'm sad. Go ahead and be sad. I don't care what you think. You're talking so coldly to me again. I was sad when Mom passed away, but I was happy to see my sister again. I just came back with no choice. I didn't want to see you. You know, I heard about you at the funeral. Seems you're getting married. Congratulations! Your congratulations don't make me happy. I thought you were still holding on to that thing. But you found a new love. I'm glad you've moved on. How can you say that? Your new fiancé came with you. I really didn't want to bring him, but he's a serious guy. He couldn't even greet my parents about our marriage, so he wanted to at least attend the funeral. He was a cute guy, wasn't he? I've been thinking about it for a long time. At least you have good taste in guys. Don't mess with him. Well, I told him about what you did to me 5 years ago. He knows who Ashley really is, and I don't think he's going to go for you. I doubt that. Men are a lot more stupid than you think. Even if they know a beautiful flower is poisonous, they'll still try to get close to it. He's not like that. He's not that kind of guy. Besides, you have that guy you stole from me 5 years ago. What? I broke up with him a long time ago. No way. It was about 6 months after you lost contact with me. I dumped him. I thought he was nice when we started going out. He wasn't what I imagined. I kind of lost interest. You broke up my engagement. When I thought about it, I didn't even like his face that much. But I really like your current boyfriend. You're not beautiful, but somehow you are very attractive to men. I knew I shouldn't have gone to the funeral. I shouldn't have unblocked you. Don't ever get involved with me again. So you're going to block me again? But then you won't be able to see what I do. Are you still going to do something again? Not right now. I'm just happy that I can talk to you again. Sorry, sis. I might break up your engagement again. What did you do to him? You didn't notice? I know, right? If you had noticed, you would have said something. What are you talking about? Your fiancé and I were getting to know each other secretly. We've actually dated many times. He seems to prefer me after all. You, again? How did you get close to him? I went to his house and met him. How did you know where he lived? I had a quick chat with him at the funeral while you were busy with morning duties. I asked him where he worked at that time. Once I know where he works, it's easy to find out where he lives. Don't tell me you follow him from his office. I was walking around his house and bumped into him. Then, maybe because you weren't around, he was more friendly than at the funeral. We slept together that same day. How could that be a coincidence? Why do you try so hard to take him from me? Why can't you just leave me alone? It can't be helped. I fell in love with him at first sight. How dare you? You just want to take away my love. When you're satisfied with what you've taken from me, you dump him right away. This time, I'll be responsible until the end. After all, he promised to marry me. That's a lie. I'm not lying. Yesterday, he said he'd marry me. He would never betray me. He's not like any man I've ever met. I'm sorry. He's the kind of man who would befriend me without telling you. I wonder if my charms will seduce men. Beauty is guilty, isn't it? Darn you. What are you talking about? I'm a pretty little sister, aren't I? I should have ignored Mom's funeral. I wish I've never bothered with you. Don't be so sad. If I ever get tired of him, then I'll give him back to you. Or you can find a new handsome guy for me. Are you crying, sis? I feel like we had a similar conversation 5 years ago. I'm not crying. That's great. You've grown stronger in 5 years. You never change, do you? You're always doing the same thing over and over again, and you're happy about it, so it's really bad. I feel I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry I broke up your marriage again. I didn't mean to. Forgive me. You don't believe that. Liar. I'm not lying. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry I was born pretty. That's okay. That man is not my fiancé. So why don't you just go ahead and get married, if you can? What are you talking about? Are you going crazy from shock? I was going crazy when I thought he betrayed me, but he wasn't. Actually, you got the wrong guy. He must be your fiancé. I saw him coming out of his home. That guy is my fiancé's twin brother. It just happened that he was staying at my fiancé's house that day. They're identical twins, so I guess you've got confused. Don't lie to me. Your fiancé's name is Jamie, right? I call him Jamie. If I've mistaken him for someone else, he would have pointed out to me. That's the thing. His brother is a total jerk. I'm sure he noticed your mistake right away. He must have pretended to be my fiancé. Why would he do that? Because you had a pretty face. My fiancé said his brother-in-law has always been like that. He pretended to be his brother and had his way with his girlfriends. He's a good match for you. No way! It can't be. You're trying to make me give up by saying that, aren't you? I confirmed with my fiancé what you had told me, but he doesn't remember seeing you since the funeral. So we questioned him because we thought it was him. Then he admitted everything. What? So it's true? He's not your boyfriend? My brother-in-law is a womanizer. He and his wife fought a lot. The reason he stayed in my fiancé's house was that he ran away from home after a fight with his wife. His wife? What? Is he married? Yes. Also, she's pregnant. He's a married man, and he's not even your fiancé himself. He tricked me and only satisfied his desires. I'm sure he had a lot of frustration. Then some stupid woman showed up and he decided to use you for his own convenience. What's that? What do you mean, stupid woman? I'm talking about you. You're the one who's stupid. Oh, come on. Don't be so mad. That's because you make fun of me. I'm sorry. But I've always thought you were an idiot. What? Because you are, aren't you? You may think you're talking down to me. You know, you're happy with my used ones every time. It was annoying, but thanks to you, I can judge a bad man. I'm just thankful that I finally met a nice guy. What are you talking about? Who do you think you are, sister? Maybe you feel good about taking what belongs to me. But in the end, that's the only kind of person who will take you. You were just being used. Thanks to you, I found someone I care about, and I'm grateful. I'm not being taken advantage of. I'm going to take your current fiancé away from you soon. It's too late for you to regret upsetting me. Don't worry about it. We'll never see you again. What? He and I are both sick and tired of our siblings being jerks. So since we are getting married, and thought it would be a good opportunity to move far away. Even if that's the case, I will find you. If you can find us, go ahead. If you have time for that, you should really start worrying about your future. It's none of your business. Really? But I'm so worried. You try to take something that belongs to me, Like being tricked into a relationship with a married man without knowing it. You're not that smart, you know that? Who would really care for someone like that? Shut up! Unlike you, I'm pretty. Everyone loves me. I hope you meet someone nice while you're still pretty. I hope you find someone who will love you for who you really are. At least my guy can't take someone who would hurt her own sister, no matter how pretty she is, apparently. We'll forget about you and be happy. I'm so sorry. I couldn't give you my used one anymore. After that, I moved in with him as I declared, and we got married. We're living a peaceful newlywed life in a place where I don't have to deal with my sister. My husband takes good care of me, and I'm so happy to have finally found someone like him. My sister, on the other hand, has been in a lot of trouble since then. She was so angry that I made fun of her. She started to search for a partner on a dating app, saying that she would marry a better man than me. There, she met a good-looking, high-spec man, but he was just a scammer, and my sister ended up with a lot of debt. She must have been in a hurry and could not see what kind of man he was. My sister has been taking things from others, but now she has become the one being taken from herself. I will never see her again, but I will be happy on my own. It will be the best way to get back at my sister.
Congratulations, sis! Dad told me that you finally got engaged. Thank you, Sheila. But I'm surprised. I can't believe someone would get engaged to an ugly girl like you. There are men out there who love women like you. What? It's really funny that an ugly nerd girl who studies all the time is getting married. I mean, I never thought you had other interests besides studying. I thought if you had time to date guys, all you do is study. What's with that tone of voice? Aren't you going to celebrate your sister's marriage? Even if I don't celebrate, Mom and Dad will. You've been a good girl since you were a kid. Got into a good college, got a good job at a good company, and next thing you know, you're getting married. You really are the perfect daughter for your parents. You must be so happy to get lots of praise from Mom and Dad as always. Huh? I feel small because I have a really good sister. I bet Mom and Dad's gonna ask me when I'm going to get married. Or maybe they will tell me to follow my sister's example a little bit. Oh, it's so depressing. It's repulsive to see you with everything going so well. I'm sure your parents say that because they're worried about you. If you don't want them to say that, you should get a real job. What? Mom and Dad told me about you. I heard you got fired from your part-time job again after 3 days. After graduating from your high school, you've been playing around. Start working and getting fired right away. No wonder Mom and Dad are worried. Shut up. It's the manager's fault for firing me after being late for work for only 3 hours. I didn't do anything wrong. People blame me all the time. The manager and my parents. You don't know how I feel because you're always getting praised. Sheila, don't think that you're the only one who can have everything go so well. You should follow sometimes too. Don't get carried away just because you got engaged. Sorry, Mila. I actually have something important to tell you. I'm sorry to come out nowhere, but I need you to break up with me. I want you to break off the engagement. What? What? What are you talking about? All of a sudden, did I do something to offend you? No, it's not like that. It's just that there's someone I'd rather marry than you. What? I want to marry Sheila instead of you. So please, break up with me. I want to live a happy life with Sheila. Wait a minute. Sheila? You mean it can't be my little sister Sheila, right? It's just someone with the same name, right? No, it's your little sister Sheila. We started dating just last week. What? To be honest, she's more my type than you. And Sheila made a move on me. She's young, cute as hell, and aggressive. How could I say no to her? You got to be kidding me! Cheating on me? During our engagement period alone is unthinkable. Plus, you're having an affair with my own little sister? And you want to marry her? So you want to break up with me? Do you realize how insane you're being? Insane or not, you can't help but love who you love. I love Sheila more than you, who suffocate me just by being together. I'm definitely more fun and happy with Sheila. What? To tell you the truth, I've been thinking about our engagement recently. I like you, and I think you're a wonderful woman. But you got another promotion, right? A woman who works harder and makes more money than a man isn't exactly cute. I'm just not having a good time with you. Huh? Does it mean you don't enjoy my promotions? You were supporting me on my job. But I get a steady promotion and higher salary. You say it's not cute? That's just awful. You're the one who's terrible. You hurt a man's pride. On that note, Sheila is the type of the girl who can do anything without me. And she's cute. I want to spoil her in every way I can. And that's how a girl should be. I just can't believe what you're saying. The reason why you cheated on me is so self-centered that I don't get it. And you're blaming me for it, which I don't get it either. Let's call off the engagement. I don't want a guy who would cheat on his girlfriend just because your girlfriend got a promotion. Well then, you be my sister-in-law from now on. Take care of me as your brother-in-law. What? You think you can be the son-in-law of my parents? What? Why can't I? I was originally going to be their son-in-law. Yes, but you're the kind of guy who will switch from me to my sister. There's no way my parents would approve of you being their son-in-law. With the big sister or the little sister, it doesn't change the fact that their precious daughter is getting married to me. Your parents wanted a son-in-law, so of course they will allow me to be the one. I doubt it. Well, I'm finally looking forward to getting married. I can be a son-in-law to a wealthy family and also get a young and pretty wife. And if I need any help, I got my sister-in-law who's a career woman, right? My life is going great. Wait, what do you mean by wealthy? My parents are both average company employees, you know? Oh, come on. How can you be average when you live in such a big mansion? I was so scared when I visited to meet your parents, you know? I thought it was just a normal house, but it's a huge luxury mansion. I didn't know you were the daughter of a wealthy family. I'm sorry. Actually, David, that mansion is... Oh yeah. I'm going to live in that mansion after I marry Sheila. What? Since I'm going to be their son-in-law, it's only natural that we live together. So you will have to move out when I move in. Even though you're my sister-in-law, you're also my ex-girlfriend. I don't think Sheila would like you living under the same roof. So you pack up your stuff and get out of the mansion. Don't be silly! Why should I move out of my parents' mansion for you guys? Shut up, Mila. You got dumped by me. Don't you go against me. Huh? I'm going to be son-in-law who is taken into your family because you don't have any brothers. In other words, I'm the head of this family when I get married. So, if I tell you to leave, you have no choice but to obey me. I will live in your parents' big mansion, so you get out. I can help it if the big sister who I dumped would be living in the same mansion. That's the mansion I built.
What?
The head of this family? Of course not. If you really want to be the head of the family, buy the mansion. Then the mansion will be yours for real.
Huh? Wait a minute. What do you mean? The mansion you build?
I mean it, as it is. I built it with the money I earned.
What the hell?
No wonder you never apologized for cheating on me. And you were rather bossy? You thought we were a wealthy family and thought you could have it all. I truly stunned. In an instant, my long-time love for you cooled. I knew it was a good thing we broke off the engagement.
No. It doesn't make sense. You can just build such a huge mansion with the money you earned. You're lying like that to get rid of us.
Lying?
I mean, it's such a big mansion. It must have cost several $1,000,000. No matter how many promotions you've got and how much more money you make than me, it's just impossible to build a multi-million-dollar mansion.
Well, I can. Actually, I have a patent.
What? A patent?
I got it with a research project during summer vacation. When I was in junior high school, I put together an idea for stationery that I thought would be great. My parents thought it would be fun and told me to apply for a patent. And so I did. I got a patent for research project.
Are you kidding me? Is a patent something that can be obtained in such a casual manner?
Well, it was a lot of work, but I guess that's part of my research project. And my patent got me a contract with a certain stationery company. That's quite a good income for me.
Really?
And with the income from the patent and my daily savings, I built a huge mansion. I got my patent thanks to my parents who gave me the freedom to do whatever I wanted. I wanted to thank my parents, so I rebuilt my parents' mansion.
So then, do you really own the mansion?
Yes.
Even if I become the son-in-law, and even if I move into the mansion, the day when the mansion will be mine will never come?
Yes. I won't even let you move in the first place.
What?
Of course not. I won't let a rude person like you stay in my precious mansion.
No way. I was dreaming of the day when I could live in the mansion. I was counting down the days when my dream come true.
I don't give a shit. If you insist on living in my mansion, then pay the rent. Or you can buy the mansion from me in one lump sum cash.
Rent or buyout?
By the way, rent is at least $5,000 a month. If you want to buy it out, it's $5 million.
Huh? Are you kidding? There's no way I can pay that much money.
Then give up living in the mansion.
Oh no.
You guys should be living in an apartment of your own size. I won't let you in a single step in my mansion.
No way. Oh, my mansion.
It's my mansion. Well then, have a happy life with Sheila.
What should I do, sis? Mom and Dad called me earlier. They told me that if I marry David, they won't let me in the mansion anymore. They threw all my stuff out of the front door and told me they're cutting me off as of today.
Don't worry, Sheila. Even your parents leave you, you still have someone to be your husband. Even if your family abandons you, you can start a new life.
You got to be kidding me. That's not comforting in the least. What's the big deal? I just stole your boyfriend away from you. And Mom and Dad are all taking your side. It's not fair that they always take your side just because you're good at studying. Why do they always have to take your side?
It's fair, Sheila. Ever since I was a little girl, I've been studying and working hard at everything I do. Everyone is on my side because they know that, right? You didn't make any effort and kept slacking off. Don't start saying it's not fair. Huh? You didn't want to study or do homework. When your parents took you to a sports club, you skipped it.
They also took you to a painting class, but you broke your brush in front of the instructor. When they took you to a piano lessons, you tore up the score and ran away. They tried to help you find something you were good at, but you just couldn't do it. Sheila, you always ran away from everything because it was too much trouble. Because things are troublesome and troublesome. That only works for kids. And you don't even have a regular job because you say it's troublesome. And to top it all off, you always get fired. And the longest your job lasted was a week. It's a wonder mom and dad still care about you. And now, your parents, who are so generous, finally told you to leave. It's about time you understood the gravity of the situation.
Well, you know what? You don't know what it's like to be the one who can't do it.
Don't tell me you can't when you never even tried.
No, no, no.
And you don't know how I feel either. How I feel when my sister stole my fiancé. It's gut-wrenching.
What?
I can actually demand compensation from you. You know, I don't care if you're my sister or my family. I'll make sure you take responsibility for hurting me.
Oh no, wait a minute. Compensation? That's the one that asks for money, right? We're a family. That's terrible, sis.
You're the one who's terrible. But as your sister, I will show you one last mercy. Get the hell out of my life right now. Then I will waive your compensation.
Really? You mean zero money?
But right now, that's the deal.
I'm so sorry. I will disappear right now. I swear I will never appear in front of you again in the future. I'm sorry for everything, Mila. I'm really sorry for everything.
What? You're sorry?
I did a really terrible thing by leaving you and choosing your sister. But you know what? It was all a misunderstanding.
What?
I didn't think you built that mansion. Your parents were very modest and they seemed rich. And they have such a naughty little sister. They're rich enough to support their daughter? That's what I thought.
Actually, I was the one providing for her. I am the one who pays her mortgage and all her living expenses.
I'm really sorry. I am just so misunderstood and blinded by greed. And I cheated on you with your sister. But listen, we've already broken up, so let's get back together. Mila!
What? You broke up? She was your type of girl.
If you think about it, she wasn't my type at all.
Huh?
Oh, I was just jealous of you. You're the only one I really love. You're my type.
What a flimsy confession of love. It doesn't resonate with me at all.
Really stop saying that and start over with me. I promise I will make you happy. From now on, no matter how much you get promoted or how much your income goes up, I will never be ugly jealous again. In fact, I will support you from the bottom of my heart. So please, please go out with me again on the premises of marriage.
Who's going out with you, idiot? I'm telling you, I'm going to charge you compensation.
What?
I promised Sheila a compensation waiver in exchange for her never coming in front of me again. But not you. You will of course disappear from my sight. But you can be held responsible for hurting me just with that. I will make sure you pay what you owe.
Oh no, no way. For God's sake, give me some kind of waiver too.
Let's see. How about you buy my mansion and you're exempt?
What?
Oh, of course you can't. Well then, I'll be in touch with you later through my lawyer. If you're sorry for everything you've done, Please accept to pay.
Wait, Mila. Let's meet face to face and talk it over. I'm sure you'll want to get back together again when you see my face.
I can help but want to punch you in the face if I see your face. Now, if you excuse me. After that, I successfully received the compensation from David. Finally, the engagement was officially cut off. I don't know where my sister Sheila has been since then. My parents seem to know a lot of things. But this time, even my parents seem to have thrown up their hands. And it seems like even if they know where she is, they have no intention of seeing her again. As for David, my ex-fiancé, he has run out of savings after paying the compensation. He tried to return to his parents' house, but they cut him off, saying, "Don't ever come back, you shameless idiot, son of a bitch." Also, his friends laughed at him and said, "You ruined your chance." And now, he spent his days like a zombie, just moving back and forth between his cheap apartment and his office. By the way, I am working hard every day without being discouraged by the breakup of my engagement. Someone who works so hard should be rewarded, right? I will find a wonderful person and get happily married while working hard.